Hi there! Today we're embarking on a captivating journey as we step back in time to explore the legendary TV series, The Waltons. I'm sure many of you hold fond memories of this classic show. The Waltons is a timeless gem that has left an indelible mark on television history. Join us as we relive the magic, revisiting the series with the entire cast, then and now. We'll uncover the original identities and ages of the talented actors from the show and witness how they've transformed in the year 2023. So, without further ado, let's dive into the world of the Waltons together. John Walmsley as Jason Walton. After making the move from his homeland of England to the United States, actor and musician John Walmsley embarked on a successful voiceover career. His most iconic voice role came in 1969 when he lent his voice to Christopher Robin in the Oscar-winning animated Disney featurette, Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day. Just 3 years later, he became a part of the Waltons cast, taking on the role of Jason, the second oldest son in the family. This character allowed Walmsley to showcase not only his acting skills, but also his musical and songwriting talents in various episodes. While maintaining ties with his Waltons TV family through several reunion TV movies, Walmsley primarily focused on his music career. As a long-standing member of Richard Marx's band, he had the opportunity to collaborate with some of the most prominent figures in rock, pop, and country music, including Roger Daltrey of The Who, Brian Setzer, the Doobie Brothers, and country legend Merle Haggard. In addition to his musical endeavors, Walmsley worked diligently as a session musician for numerous television series. His versatile musical contributions could be heard on shows like Seventh Heaven, where he even made a guest appearance as a band member, as well as on programs like Beverly Hills 90,210 Inches and The Secret Life of the American Teenager. Mary Beth McDonough as Erin Walton. Mary Beth McDonough was a constant presence in the Waltons universe, appearing in the entire series as well as all 6 Waltons movies. In her role as Erin Walton, the second oldest daughter of the family, her character's storylines often revolved around tumultuous romances that frequently met abrupt endings. As time passed, Erin found her path as an assistant plant manager at a defense company during the backdrop of World War II. McDonough, who sometimes went by the names Mary Elizabeth McDonough and Mary McDonough, kick-started her career as Erin Walton in The Homecoming and continued her journey with the Waltons throughout its entire network run. After bidding farewell to the series, she ventured into the world of feature films, taking on roles in movies like the unconventional horror flick Mortuary and the suspenseful thriller Funland, penned by Bonnie and Terry Turner of That 70s Show fame. Subsequently, she made guest appearances on popular series such as ER and The West Wing, all while revisiting the character of Erin for the Waltons reunion movies. In the 2000s, McDonough had a recurring role on The New Adventures of Old Christine, and also explored her talents as an author, penning several books, including the 2018 release Christmas on Honeysuckle Lane. Her heartwarming story caught the attention of the Hallmark Channel, leading to the adaptation of her tale into a made-for-TV feature that same year, with McDonough herself securing a small role in the production. Eric Scott as Ben Walton. Scott, once renowned for his portrayal of Ben Walton, has transitioned into a different role as the vice president of Chase Messengers, a Los Angeles-based parcel delivery service. He made the conscious decision to leave behind his acting career in favor of a new venture in the courier and business realm. Tragedy struck Scott's life when his first wife, Teresa, tragically lost her battle with leukemia just 2 days after giving birth to their daughter, Ashley. In 2000, he entered a new chapter of his life, marrying his third wife, Cynthia Ullman. Together, they have 3 children, with their youngest, Jeremy, born in 2004, marking the same year as Scott's final acting role. Cami Cotler as Elizabeth Walton. Cami Cotler took on the role of Elizabeth Walton, the youngest member of the Walton family, who shared her brother John Boy's passion for writing and literature, along with a hint of her sister Erin's romantic disposition. Her portrayal of Elizabeth began in The Homecoming and continued throughout the entire network run of the Waltons, including 6 reunion TV movies. Before her time on the Waltons, Cotler had a few appearances in various projects, one of which was a short-lived sitcom titled Me and the Chimp. an unusual pairing of Ted Bessel from That Girl with a chimpanzee. As The Waltons reached its conclusion, Cotler's enthusiasm for acting diminished. In a 2017 interview, she explained, "Most of the things I auditioned for were not well written, and I wasn't terribly eager to get those jobs." Instead, Cotler found her calling in education. After earning her degree from the University of California, Berkeley, she ventured into teaching, initially in Virginia, before returning to California to continue her educational pursuits. Additionally, she took on the role of Director of Strategic Initiatives for the Environmental Charter Schools, Judy Norton as Mary Ellen Walton. Before Judy Norton-Taylor secured her role as Mary Ellen Walton on The Waltons, she embarked on her acting journey as a relative newcomer with limited experience in the field. Notably, Judy delved into the teachings of Scientology at the tender age of 13 and later became a minister within the church. Mary Ellen, the eldest daughter within the Walton family, initially portrayed a tomboy with a fervor for baseball. As the series progressed, her character evolved into a wise and determined woman who pursued a nursing degree and ultimately became a doctor. This transformation from a tomboy to a respected medical professional served as a source of inspiration. Following the conclusion of The Waltons, Judy Norton-Taylor shifted her focus to the world of theater. She ventured north to Canada, where she directed more than 40 distinct productions for 2 theater companies. Drawing from her passion for music, she also rekindled her involvement with it and even created a demo at one point. In 1985, Judy made a bold move by posing for Playboy, aiming to shed her family image from the show. Today, she is happily married to her husband, Robert Graves, and together, they have a son named Devin. David W. Harper as Jim Bob Walton. David W. Harper, recognized for his portrayal of Jim Bob, the youngest Walton boy, shared a particularly close bond with his younger sister, Elizabeth. Jim Bob displayed a natural aptitude for mechanics and held a deep passion for aviation. Although he aspired to become a pilot, his dreams were dashed due to poor eyesight. Throughout the series, Jim Bob's romantic life remained dynamic as he navigated relationships with several girlfriends. His academic achievements shone through as he graduated high school as the class valedictorian. Following the Pearl Harbor attack, he aimed to enlist in the Army but faced rejection due to his young age. Having dedicated himself to the show's 9-season journey, Harper, much like many of his on-screen family members, decided to ease off on his acting commitments afterward. Post The Waltons, he made an appearance in the CBS television miniseries titled The Blue and the Gray. In line with numerous co-stars, Harper also participated in several reunion specials spanning the 1980s and 1990s, rekindling the cherished connections from the iconic series. Ralph Waite as John Walton, Sr. Ralph Waite, the talented actor renowned for his portrayal of John Walton, Sr. in The Waltons, boasted a rich and diverse career that spanned film, television, and the stage long before he joined the cast of the CBS drama. His foray into Broadway commenced with the 1960 production of Marathon 33, marking his debut on the illustrious stage. On the cinematic front, he entered the spotlight in Cool Hand Luke in 1967, where he shared the screen with the future guest star of The Waltons, Morgan Woodward. In the 1970s, Waite further solidified his film presence, featuring in notable works like the Jack Nicholson drama 5 Easy Pieces, The Gritty Trouble Man, and 2 collaborations with Charles Bronson in Chatto's Land and The Stone Killer, all preceding his iconic role in The Waltons. Waite's remarkable contributions to The Waltons earned him an Emmy nomination, setting the stage for a second Emmy nod for his involvement in Roots in 1977. Notably, he leveraged his creative talents beyond acting, directing numerous episodes of the series. This venture served as a stepping stone for his directorial debut in the 1980 feature On the Nickel. Following the conclusion of The Waltons, Waite's dedication to television persisted, marked by appearances in multiplay, WALTONS, reunion movies, and recurring roles in prominent series such as Carnivale, NCS, portraying Gibbs's father, and Bonus, depicting Booth's grandfather. His journey in the world of cinema extended with roles in The Bodyguard and Cliffhanger. Beyond his artistic pursuits, Waite delved into politics, albeit unsuccessfully, running for the California seat of the U.S. House of Representatives on 3 separate occasions between 1990 and 1998. Tragically, the world bid farewell to Ralph Waite at the age of 85 on February 13, 2014. Joe Conley as Ike Gody. Joe Conley, the seasoned character actor, assumed the role of the good-natured Ike Gody, who skillfully managed the general store, post office, and auto repair shop nestled in the heart of Walton's Mountain. Throughout the 172 episodes that featured Ike, his character grappled with the intricacies of his marriage to Cora Beth Walton, a second cousin to John Sr. possessing a contrasting temperament. Cora Beth's introverted and obstinate nature juxtaposed Ike's outgoing and generous demeanor, laying the groundwork for many plot lines within the series. Conley's journey in the realm of acting commenced during his childhood, where he initially made waves on radio. However, he briefly paused his burgeoning career to pursue higher education and military service during the Korean War, during which he sustained injuries. Upon his return, Conley resumed his acting pursuits, embarking on his cinematic voyage with a modest role in the 1950 film The Sound of Fury. Simultaneously, he navigated the world of television while maintaining a steady livelihood through his real estate ventures. It was during this juncture in 1972 that Conley found himself cast as Ike, a role that would leave an indelible mark on his career. Devoting nearly a decade to the series, Conley remained an integral part of The Waltons until its conclusion in 1981. Post-series, he seamlessly transitioned back into the world of real estate, rekindling his prosperity in the field. Additionally, Conley reunited with his beloved Waltons castmates for a series of heartwarming reunion movies. Beyond the confines of Walton's Mountain, he made occasional appearances in other productions with a notable role in the 2000 film Cast Away. Unfortunately, the world bid farewell to Joe Conley at the age of 85 on July 7, 2013, as he battled complications stemming from dementia. Michael learned as Olivia Walton. Portraying the role of Olivia Daly Walton, Michael learned gracefully presided over her sprawling extended family throughout 6 seasons. Her remarkable performance earned her an impressive 6 Emmy nominations, of which she clinched 3, in addition to securing 4 Golden Globe Awards. In the Walton household, Olivia embodied patience and gentleness, often providing a nurturing contrast to her husband John's occasional sternness. She expertly managed her 7 children and, when circumstances dictated, extended her firm but compassionate hand to the neighbors on the picturesque Walton's Mountain. Michael Learned, whose career took root in the realms of stage and television, made a significant decision at the conclusion of the 7th season of The Waltons. Her departure from the series was attributed to health concerns, marking a poignant moment in the show's history. Nonetheless, she later returned to reprise her iconic role as Olivia for several heartwarming Waltons reunion TV movies. In 1981, Learned embarked on a new chapter in her career by headlining her own series, the CBS medical drama titled Nurse. This venture proved fruitful, garnering her an additional 3 Emmy nominations, along with 1 prestigious award. Following the culmination of Nurse, after a successful run of 25 episodes, Michael Learned graced the silver screen, making notable appearances in films such as Dragon: The Bruce Lee Story. She also ventured into the realm of television, taking on recurring roles in popular series like Scrubs and various daytime soap operas, including General Hospital. In a remarkable twist, 2021 saw her join the cast of Ryan Murphy's Monster: The Jeffrey Dahmer Story, where she portrayed the role of Catherine Dahmer, the grandmother of the notorious serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer. Ellen Corby as Esther Walton. Ellen Corby, renowned for her portrayal of Grandma Esther Walton, held the unique distinction of being the sole adult actor to grace both The Homecoming and the subsequent Waltons series. Her multifaceted performance, characterized by a blend of feistiness, warmth, and a deep sense of familial concern, earned her a remarkable trio of Emmy Awards, along with a coveted Golden Globe. This recognition marked the pinnacle of a lengthy and diverse career that spanned Hollywood, encompassing roles both in front of and behind the camera. Commencing her journey in acting during the late 1920s, Ellen Corby initially found herself in modest, uncredited roles. Concurrently, she ventured into the realm of script assistance. Her breakthrough arrived with a supporting role in the nostalgic film I Remember Mama, which not only solidified her status as a talented actress, but also garnered her an Oscar nomination in 1948. Corby continued her prolific career, making notable appearances in various films and television series throughout the 1950s and 1960s. Her versatile talent graced Alfred Hitchcock's iconic Vertigo and left an indelible mark on numerous beloved series, including The Andy Griffith Show, where she portrayed the mischievous hubcap thief Mrs. Lesh. Her repertoire extended to classics such as I Love Lucy, The Addams Family, in the role of Lurch's mother, and even the whimsical world of Batman. In 1976, Ellen Corby faced a formidable challenge as a debilitating stroke struck, significantly affecting her ability to speak and move. Nevertheless, her dedication to the craft and the Waltons family led to her brief return in 1977, followed by a recurring role for the remainder of the series. She also made heartwarming appearances in 5 of the 6 reunion films that endeared the Waltons to fans across generations. Ellen Corby's legacy endures, a testament to her remarkable talent and unwavering commitment. She peacefully passed away at the age of 87 on April 14, 1999. Will Geer as the grandfather. Esteemed actor and committed activist, Will Geer assumed the role of the Walton family's patriarch, known affectionately as Zebulon Tyler Walton, or simply Pa or Grandpa throughout seasons 1 to 6. This character, portrayed by actor and ventriloquist Edgar Bergen in the pilot TV movie, embodied the quintessential grandparent, regaling family members with tall tales and imparting rustic wisdom. Notably, Geer's passing between seasons 6 and 7 also marked the conclusion of the character's journey. Zebulon met his fictional end while immersed in one of his beloved pastimes, nurturing young seedlings, a passion he shared with Geer in real life. Will Geer initially harbored aspirations of becoming a botanist, but transitioned into the world of stage acting in the early 1930s. Beyond his theatrical pursuits, Geer was a dedicated activist who embarked on nationwide tours alongside folk legends Woody Guthrie and Burl Ives. In 1956, he even collaborated with Guthrie on a musical album. However, his affiliation with the Communist Party and steadfast refusal to testify before the House Committee on Un-American Activities rendered Geer a victim of the blacklist era during the 1950s. Consequently, his acting career came to an abrupt halt. In response, Geer established the Will Geer Theatricum Botanicum, a venue that nurtured both plays and performers, particularly those who faced blacklisting. Geer's professional resurgence unfolded in the 1960s, highlighted by a Tony Award nomination for his role in the 1963 musical 110 in the Shade. Prior to his star-making portrayal as Zebulon Walton, he took on various film roles. Throughout his career, he maintained a steady presence on television, including his pivotal role in The Waltons, as well as appearances in other series and feature films. Tragically, Will Geer departed from this world at the age of 76 on April 22, 1978. Richard Thomas as John Boy Walton. John Walton, Jr., affectionately known as John Boy, held the distinguished position of being the eldest son in the Walton family. Interestingly, this character was a fictionalized rendition of the series' creator, Earl Hamner Jr., who also lent his voice as the elder John Boy in the opening and closing narrations for each episode. Richard Thomas beautifully portrayed John Boy in the initial 6 seasons of the series, along with his appearances in 3 TV movie reunions of The Waltons. However, for seasons 8 and 9, actor Robert Whiteman took over the role. For his exceptional performance, Thomas earned a well-deserved Emmy Award and secured a Golden Globe nomination. Following his time with The Waltons, Thomas maintained a steady presence on television. He left an indelible mark with his contributions to TV movies and miniseries such as The Red Badge of Courage, Roots, The Next Generation, and the 1990 adaptation of It. Notably, he graced the Broadway stage with his talent, featuring in productions like 5th of July, David Mamet's Race, and a notable 2017 rendition of The Little Foxes, which garnered him a Tony Award nomination. In recent years, Richard Thomas has remained highly active in the entertainment industry. He secured recurring roles in popular series like The Americans, Billions, and NCIS New Orleans. Additionally, he marked his return to feature films after a substantial hiatus with the 2021 Netflix drama The Unforgivable, where he shared the screen with acclaimed actress Sandra Bullock, Ronnie Clare Edwards as Corabeth Godsey. Corabeth Walton, portrayed by Ronnie Clare Edwards, initially presents as a somewhat challenging character, frugal with money, inclined to adopt heirs among her extended family, and distinctly idiosyncratic. However, these quirks stem from her prolonged period of isolation while caring for her ailing parents. Once she finds herself independently navigating life on Walton's Mountain, Corabeth's transformation into a beloved figure is facilitated by her family's support, especially that of her husband, Ike Gody. Ronnie Clare Edwards, who skillfully portrayed Corabeth from 1975 to 1981, possessed an outgoing personality in contrast to Corabeth's initial introversion. In her earlier years, Edwards embarked on a fascinating journey, touring Oklahoma with a carnival as a knife thrower's assistant and captivating audiences at mining camps. Her acting career took flight on the New York stage during the early 1960s, paving the way for her appearances in television and films, including her memorable role in The Waltons and a recurring part in Designing Women, spanning from the 1970s to the early 2000s. In 2007, Ronnie Clare Edwards made the decision to retire from acting, redirecting her energies toward the restoration of homes in both Los Angeles and Dallas, Texas. She demonstrated her versatility further by venturing into writing, penning several plays, an engaging autobiography, and a cookbook. Sadly, Ronnie Clare Edwards bid farewell at the age of 83 on June 14, 2016. Peggy Ria as Rose Burton. With the departure of Richard Thomas and Michael Learned in seasons 6 and 7, and Ralph Waite assuming a recurring role in season 9, the Walton children found themselves in need of a guiding parental figure. This void was filled by Rose Burton, a cousin of Olivia's, who arrived on Walton's Mountain seeking refuge with her children after escaping an abusive marriage. Over time, Rose and her kids became part of the Waltons' household, and she discovered a more enduring romance with an old flame, portrayed by William Shallert, who eventually settled down with her. Peggy Ria skillfully portrayed the character of Rose Burton throughout seasons 8 and 9, as well as in one TV movie. Her journey in the entertainment industry commenced on the stage before transitioning to television in the 1950s. Notably, her roles on I Love Lucy paved the way for recurring appearances on beloved shows like Gunsmoke and All in the Family. In 1979, she embarked on a memorable stint as Boss Hogg's wife, Lulu, on The Dukes of Hazzard. Peggy Ria's television career continued to flourish well into the 1990s, marked by recurring roles on shows such as Step by Step and Grace Under Fire. Regrettably, she passed away at the age of 89 due to complications related to heart failure on February 5, 2011. The Waltons stood as a poignant reminder of the enduring importance of moral and ethical principles in storytelling. The show's commitment to portraying old-fashioned family values resonated deeply with audiences seeking a return to more virtuous and uplifting television programming. In this manner, the Waltons not only entertained but also contributed to the broader conversation surrounding the role of morality in the entertainment industry. Through its heartfelt depiction of a close-knit family and their unwavering commitment to values such as love, compassion, and respect. The Waltons symbolized a cultural shift towards a renewed appreciation for traditional virtues in a rapidly changing television landscape.